Think about your most fond memory of a movie or a television show. Now, think about your favorite character in the movie. Does he have big muscles or is he really fit? Does she really have a nice body or does she have a really small waistline? Well, the character that I was thinking of was He-Man, and he was this big, muscular barbarian hero who slays all the evil with his big sword. From then on, I would do anything to be just like him. Um, would you do anything to be just like yours? Just like many other adolescents, many of them struggle with their self image based upon their expectations through the media or peer pressure. Many girls and young women usually look at themselves, and there is at least one thing that they would like to change about themselves. Boys and young men decide to change at least one or more things about themselves, whether it is mental or characteristical. There are many ways and programs to deal or manage the anxieties or the struggles with their image. The whole point that I ask this to you all is that there is a huge problem arising in our generation, in our society. Here's a little fun fact. According to Duke University, 40% of all 9 and 10-year-old girls have been on the diet, and not only that, the main influence was from the media itself. The National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders states that 69% of girls in 5th to 12th grade report that the magazine pictures influence their idea of perfect body shape, and many of our younger generations bent on the new in thing and wants to be part of the society or just wants to fit in. Everyone in the world does not enjoy the feeling of embarrassment, or so what do human beings do for that not to happen? We indulge ourselves with high fashion objects or binge eat to look skinnier. The girls are as young as 11 to 18-year-old girls, and they already have the feeling of non-confidence when it comes to putting themselves out there. Did you know that every year that average adolescent sees over 50,000 advertisements mentioning attractiveness? From my personal experience, when I was younger, I was watching shows such as The Jersey Shore or movies such as The Expendables. They show actors that are like really buff or so on and so forth. But in fact, it changes like the whole identity of the whole person. By looking at the bodies of Arnold Schwarzenegger or The Situation, it assumed that by achieving these bodies, one could be comfortable in one's skin. However, this is not the choice. This is in fact destroying many of the lives of younger children and mature adolescents. The Kaiser Foundation conducted a study found that in movies, particularly, but also on television shows and the company commercials, women's and girls' appearance is frequently commented on. 58% of female characters in movies had comments made about their looks, as did 28% in television shows and 26% of the female models in the company commercials. Men's and boys' appearances talked about significantly less among all the three media. A quarter, 24% of male characters in the movies, and 10% and 7% respectively in the television shows and commercials. One in every three, 37% articles in leading teen girl magazines also include a focus on the appearance, and most of the advertisements, 50% use on appeal to beauty to sell their products. The commercials aimed at females viewing that they ran during the television shows most often watched by teen girls also frequently use beauty as a product to appeal. By comparison, this is true of just 3% of television commercials aimed at men. In fact, there are so many more statistics that both involve men and women of all ages. For women, a survey was conducted and asked many of the young girls that responded and said that they wish they could be much skinnier and at least a foot taller with nice hips. When growing up, nearly the quarter of the girls from ages 15 to 17 would consider changing something about themselves, undergoing plastic surgery or whatever they would like to do with the body. 87% of girls do not know what they will have or what to do when they're eating. They want to fit into society and in that little cast of mold. 80% of them, 10% of the girls, and 90% of high school junior and senior women diet regularly. Young girls are more afraid of becoming fat than they are of nuclear war, cancer, or losing their parents. I found this very disturbing because the priority at which these young girls put these events are highly shocking, and by putting their diet above their health or even family, it's just a great mistake. Not only the girls are making the wrong decisions, but boys are too. Study says that up to 12% of teen boys are using unproven supplements and or steroids. Although these numbers are small, these boys are still using steroids to give them a bigger body through illegal use. This shows that by being influenced by the media, boys would do anything and do whatever it takes to be considered good looking or buff. Many of these girls and boys do whatever it takes to be the ideal or the most perfect body. This all starts from the influence due to the media and in magazines or movies and television shows. There are many ways to deal with these influences. One is to actually get help. Two is to find out if you actually have the problem. And three is to have the best support through it. There are many programs that are bent on helping those who struggle with their self-image and to take the next step recovering. Now let me ask you all this. Would you all do what you gotta do to look like your ideal body, such as intensive dieting or illegal substances to heighten your strength to get what you want? Think about it.